Thank you for being here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kristen, and happy spring. It is just about that time. It is so close, right around the corner. Everything, at least in my world in Tennessee, is starting to green up. Everything's coming back to life, and it feels so good. I thought it would be a fun time to do a little yoga flow reflective of the spring season that's coming our way. And so we can kind of look at it as a time of change, right? And of new beginnings, of setting intentions, of getting things moving and rolling, and just kind of detoxing and twisting out any of just the stagnancy from the hibernation mode that winter brings along. So that's what we're gonna do today. You won't need any props, just your yoga mat, just your body. We're gonna get started in a comfortable seated position, beginning in just a really brief little meditation. So you can close down your eyes if that feels safe for you. You can just rest your hands in your lap. And just take a moment to check in with your body. Notice those spaces and places that might feel a little bit tight and tense today. No judgment, and there is absolutely no right or wrong way to show up onto your mat. So just right away giving yourself the freedom and the permission to show up just as you are. The good, the bad, everything in between. And then start to notice your breath. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And then just letting your breath flow with ease, start to generate a nice slow and steady rhythm of breathing. In and out through the nose if possible. Definitely in through the nose and maybe out through the mouth if that feels better in your body. And we'll just take a moment here before we really get moving our bodies to set an intention, maybe meditating on or just mulling over in your mind those things that are working for you and those things that are not working for you as we sort of enter into a new season, both outside in nature and within our own lives. And setting an intention for how you would like to move forward dependent on what is important to you, right? So take just a moment to maybe notice what comes up as I say those words. And then set that intention. And we'll sort of dedicate this movement practice today to that intention. But even when we're finished and we step off of our mats, this is something that you can sort of take with you, right? As you head back out into your world and into your day-to-day life. And so we'll just breathe that in and let that soak into the bones with one more nice deep breath here. So taking an inhale to fill up. And then an exhale, and really just letting that intention settle in your body. Awesome. And then from here, we're gonna stretch the right leg out. You can keep your eyes closed or open them up if you want. But stretching that right leg out, left foot plants down on the ground, and it's kind of in line with the left hip. The left knee is bent. And we'll start to sort of reawaken and re-energize the body with some twists here. So wrap your right arm around your left knee, and then your left hand will come back behind you. And as you sit nice and tall here, think to grow your spine, pull your low belly in, and as you exhale, twisting around a little bit further to the left. Relaxing your shoulders, rooting down through your sitting bones. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then gently unwind yourself back to center. Extend your left leg long and then bend that right knee. Plant the right foot in line with the right hip. So there's a little bit of space between the legs. Just twisting to the opposite direction now. So holding onto your right knee with your left hand or arm. Right hand comes back behind your seat. And as you breathe in, you'll sit tall, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Find that nice long spine. As you breathe out, twisting to the right, pull the low belly in. Maybe you gaze beyond the right shoulder as the shoulders relax down away from the ears. Take a breath in here. Take a breath out. And then gently unwind back to center. Go ahead and work your way into a tabletop shape. So coming onto your hands and your knees, and then right away, just give yourself permission to start to move your body just in a way that feels good for you. What is it that you need in this moment? Right? Maybe that's some cat-cows. Maybe that's some hip circles. Maybe it's like a child's pose or a cobra pose or an upward facing dog. You can stretch out the wrists. You can stretch out the toes. Just finding something that works for you here as you continue to check in and just listen to your intuition. Right? Notice what your body's telling you. Good, and then whenever you're ready, and absolutely no rush, you'll start to make your way into downward facing dog. And the same thing applies here. I just want you to move your body, be your own teacher, right? Check in, what do you need right here? That might look like pedaling out your feet. That might look like shifting your hips side to side. You could explore some other shapes like a three-legged dog or a plank pose, or maybe an upward facing from here, like whatever your body is calling out for. Don't worry about what it looks like. Just get really curious in how these movements feel today. So winter is such a time for, like I said before, kind of almost like a hibernation mode, right? So being really withdrawn, kind of going inside, and letting yourself just be still for a few months, right? Spring is a time for getting things moving, waking everything back up, bringing everything back to life. So just letting your body move and finding that flow today during this time on your yoga mat. Now, as you breathe in next, I want you to lift your heels up. And as you exhale, just start to tiptoe up to the top of your mat. We'll come into a forward fold, or you can take like a ragdoll variation, so a big bend in the knees. Drop your head, let it go. Maybe you bind your arms, maybe you sway side to side. Again, just continuing to let your body move freely if it wants to. Rooting down through the feet, so staying connected to the earth, even though we're starting to liven everything back up. Finding that renewed sense of energy, renewed sense of life. Good, and then come back to center. On your next inhale, you're gonna come up all the way. Extended mountain pose. Arms will sweep up overhead, palms come together, and as you exhale, hands will come to your heart. And we're just gonna keep things moving right here with a few rounds of sun salutations. So moving and breathing together. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. As you exhale, soften into your knees, fold back down over your legs. Inhale to lift halfway, nice and long through the spine. And then exhale, step back into plank pose, lower down halfway into low plank. You can always set your knees down here for your chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Pull the heart between the shoulders. And then exhale, rolling over those toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And then take a moment here just to reconnect with your breath. This is like your little reset place. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Awesome. Now on your next inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop back up to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold, and then come all the way back up. Breath in, full body stretch, palms come together. Exhale, hands to your heart space. So same sequence right here. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Drop your head, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant. You can step or hop straight back to that low plank, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Amazing job. Take a breath in, reset, reconnect. Take a breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, make your way back to the top of the mat. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down. Rise up, grow up nice and tall. Breathe in, reach towards the heavens. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, sun A. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reset, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Now on your next inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, deliver that right foot forward between the hands. Set it down. You're going to lower your left knee down. And then inhale your arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Good. So sinking down through those hips, but lifting up and out of the low back. Right? Sparking up through the fingertips. Now from here, we're going to interlace the fingers behind our back. Drive the knuckles back behind you. Feel your shoulders pull back as your heart opens. Maybe you look up. So wintertime, we're very introverted, right? We're here, we're kind of cuddled into ourselves. Springtime is a time of opening and coming back to life. So just finding that nice heart opener right here. Feeling that expansion across the front of the chest. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. And then inhale your arms back up overhead. As you exhale, you're going to take your left hand down. Right arm reaches up. You're twisting to your right. So another nice like detoxing, wringing out twist. These are very energizing, great for getting circulation to the body. Good. Take one big breath in right here. Reach up nice and tall through the right fingers. And then exhale your right hand to the ground. You're going to tuck those back toes under, lift your back knee. You're in a runner's lunge. From here, turning your left heel down and in, and we'll rise up into warrior two. So really just using this as a transitionary pose. I want you to take your left hand, wrap it around your right wrist, and then with an inhale, come into sky archer. Right leg goes straight. You pull your right arm back behind you, so it's this big side body stretch and heart opening. Good. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Awesome. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, rebend into your right knee. Come back into that twist. Left heel lifts. This time the left knee stays lifted. Simple twist. Take one breath in here. Reach up tall. And then exhale your right hand down to the ground. Step it back to your downward facing dog. Alrighty, so we get to do all that again on side two. Inhale your left leg up to the sky, three-leg dog. And then exhale to step that foot between the hands. Right away, your right knee lowers down to the ground. Inhaling your arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Exhale here, sink down into your hips. Keep lifting up and out of your low back. Nice, fingers reaching nice and tall. Take a breath in. Take a breath out and then release your hands back behind your back, interlacing all your fingers here to open up the heart as you draw those knuckles back. Good, chest lifts, shoulders slide back, maybe the head goes back. Deep breath in, breathing into that heart space, finding lots of expansion across the chest. Deep breath out. Good, stay for one more breath in. One more breath out. You got it, and then inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale the right hand down to the ground, twist to the left. Left arm reaches up for the sky. Maybe you look up to those left fingers. Wringing it out here, rotating through the spine. Take a breath in. And then exhale, release your left hand down to the ground. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee. Set your right heel down and in, warrior two as you rise up. From here, sky archer, you're gonna wrap your right hand around your left wrist. Start to pull back through that left arm, straighten the left leg. Open the heart up to the sky. Feel the side body stretch. Breathe in, lengthen. Stay for the out breath. One more time, inhale. And then exhale to bend back into that left knee. Bring the right hand down, pivot the right heel up. Simple twist, left arm goes up. Good, breathe in here. And then exhale your left hand back down. Step it back to your downward facing dog. Awesome job, my friends. Now inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then step or hop through to a little seat at the middle of your mat. So we're gonna come right into boat pose, Navasana. Options. Feet can stay flat. Hands can hold on to the thighs. Maybe you lift the shins, bring them parallel with the ground. Maybe you take the arms out beside you, reaching through the fingertips. Maybe you straighten the legs. These are all just options. You can pick your poison today. This is a little core strengthener. It's going to help us boost circulation to the digestive system. Light up that internal fire. I want you to think about lengthening through the crown of your head. Let your spine grow long. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Most importantly, don't forget to breathe, please. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. Another deep breath out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly, slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Awesome job. Plant your feet flat. Walk your ankles underneath your knees, arms down by the sides. We have another little chest opener here in honor of springtime. Bridge pose, hips will lift up. Keep your chin lifted up and out of your chest slightly. I want you to feel your glutes engage. Feel your thighs engage. Press your knees actively forward. Isometrically draw your heels back towards your glutes. Now, if you want a little more in the shoulders, option to interlace the fingers together underneath your butt. Press down into the outer edges of your hands. Continue to lift through your hips. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the out breath. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come all the way down onto your back. Nice job. Start to bring your knees into your chest for Apanasana or wind relieving pose. This stimulates the large intestine, also aiding in detoxification. And you can rock side to side if you would like. Just give that low back a nice little massage. From here, gently rock your knees all the way over to the left. We'll finish out our practice with one last little twist to each side. Arms can splay out to the sides. Palms might face up here, just really allowing those shoulders to drop, the chest to open, and allowing or signaling this sort of energy of vulnerability, of receptivity for what's to come, right? Option to gaze over your right shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale your knees back to center. Arms can stay right where they are. You're just gonna drop those knees over to the right side. Maybe look to the left. Relax through the shoulders. Palms up if that feels okay. Take a breath in here. And then exhale to bring yourself back to center. Give yourself one last little squeeze. And then take your hands behind your thighs. Start to rock and roll on your mat. Front to back, see if you can tap into that core strength, that inner fire, and then come all the way up into a seated position. Very much just like we started, hands resting down in your lap. You can close down your eyes. Taking a moment here before we finish our practice just to reconnect with that intention that you set. Gathering up all the good stuff from your practice that will help you reach that goal, that will help you manifest your intention into reality. And we'll close it off here with one last breath. Inhale your arms up overhead, let your palms come together. And as you exhale, draw your hands into your heart space. Finishing right here with the heart and mind of gratitude. Know that the light and the love in me sees and honors the light and the love in you. Namaste.